I get hungry after I pee for some reason. I pee a lot. I really need to, get a hold of that. Maybe keep a water pitcher right in the bathroom so that as I'm peeing, I'm replenishing. Actually, you know what? That's not a bad idea. Don't make me get up now and go and put a 2-liter bottle in the bathroom. These things are not beneath me. Nothing is. To do this recording because I did start and ended up digressing so much, and then I ended up in a complete rabbit hole on the internet, as one does. It's April 16th, 2024. The time, right freaking now, who knows what time it is? It's 10 to 9. I really want to start working at 9 this morning. Does feel funny when I don't have anything to ship in the morning because it's so part of my routine to do that, and it does boost my spirits and make me feel nice to know that I made money, made sales. What's the point of it all if not that? But the night's still young. I wanted to talk about yesterday. It was a very productive day. I haven't been back that long from Vegas. I should go to Vegas, actually. From Hawaii. Once in a lifetime opportunity. No, it's not a once in a lifetime. I can go back. Thank God I can afford to and all those things. Now, yesterday, this is, I haven't really been sitting down and writing my gratitude journal, but I've been doing more of these. And they've been more upbeat because I used to only do these like when I'm sad and crying. But I'm finding myself, doing positive ones as well. So that's a good thing. Anyway, it is another form of reflecting and being grateful and a few days ago, just before my birthday, I went for my first walk outside in my town this year. That was a big deal, and that was now in April. Did I get itchy? Yes. Which is the thing that discourages me from these walks. I've talked about that a lot. I think it's called cold urticaria or something like that. Something about the blood vessels contracting and expanding, blah, blah, blah. Then I went to Hawaii and I walked a lot there and I hiked. I think we already covered that. Now, about yesterday, I was like, hey, I need to do my taxes because it was deadline April 15. And not only that, I remembered yesterday morning, oh, shoot. Not only do I need to do my taxes, I actually also needed to first buy stocks. Well, not necessarily buy stocks, but I needed to make a contribution towards my... Oh, it smells funny here. Oh, my God. Oh, it smells like mold. What is that smell? Whoa, the intense smell of mold. I hope it's not coming from underground. I hope it's not coming from anywhere. I hope my nose is confused. I'm in the bathroom now and I don't smell anything. This is where I wanted it to not be coming from. Wow. It's smelling there where my jackets are, where the clothes are, really. The clothes are everywhere, but... So... Okay, let me move fast. I really like being in this house. And I'm so lucky that, I have this house that I love. I love being home. I love all of my my whole house. But I love my entire house, but I definitely enjoy being, and I love that I enjoy being here next door. It's just the energy here is so good for some reason. And it makes me feel nice. I'm like, hey. Anyway, let me hurry up. My periods are coming in a moment now. I'm not in a rush. Luckily, I don't have any symptoms. I don't feel like shit. My boobs are not heavy. I'm sticking to my diet, so I don't have like cravings or any of that. Honestly, I think the trip to Hawaii cured a lot of it because it was during my PMS that I was there. PMS is 2 weeks long, so there is that. Where am I going to fucking begin? Looking at this room where most of the stuff that's still to be listed is, and I remembering how high the clothes used to go up against the wall. And I mean, granted, some of the stuff has been removed to another room, but a lot of the stuff has been listed. And now I'm back to doing 20 items a day, maybe more than 10, which is great because it means my energy is back. Okay, let me do my stationary bike while I'm talking. Make myself, useful. So yesterday, I started my day not super early, so that was great. And then I like not getting out of bed too early, which is, coming from me is like, really? Are you sure? Because I'm team 5 a.m., that kind of thing. But yesterday, when I get out of bed around, even around 6, but if I get out of bed around 7, it's even better with my diet because chances of me eating breakfast at 7 a.m. are slim because I'm going to start off with the tea and the meds and the this and the that. And before you know it, it's 8. You know what I mean? So, I did stick to my diet as much as I could. And I ended up around 1,400 plus calories. It's not great because I almost stopped at 1,100. And then before I knew it, it was 300 more calories. So that was kind of a bummer. I'd gone to the kitchen to make tea and then I pulled out, because I get hungry after I pee for some reason. I pee a lot. I really need to, get a hold of that. Maybe keep a water pitcher right in the bathroom so that as I'm peeing, I'm replenishing. Actually, you know what? That's not a bad idea. Don't make me get up now and go and put a 2-liter bottle in the bathroom. These things are not beneath me. Nothing is. So I then ended up with 1,400 calories. I'm not beating myself up over that. Oh yeah, before I got out of bed, I kind of read a first chapter of Self-Compassion. It's an assignment that I was given by my therapist. I had a therapy session at noon yesterday that I canceled 2 days prior, but I was like, just in case, let's be ready in case the cancellation didn't go through, because I called and left a voicemail on a Saturday. So I'm like, what if nobody's home? That kind of thing. Then I'm just so excited and hopeful about my weight. I can just see myself losing weight. I don't know why. And right now, I'm probably the heaviest I've been in a long time. More than 200 pounds. It sucks. Like, I need to lose. I don't know. I keep working it out, and I still, to be honest, don't know how much I need to lose. Hold on. 98 kilograms, which is 2.2, which is 215.6 pounds. I think that some of this will come off. This is the thing about me. I'm always so hopeful about things, and it keeps me in a different place. It's like, am I dissociating to reality, or am I realistic? Because whenever I put on weight, I'm like, no, I'm hopeful it's going to come off. And then I put on weight, and I'm like, I'm hopeful it's going to come. You know what I mean? I always say that. I just got distracted now thinking, what if those designer bags are actually a mixture of real and fake? Or what if a bunch of them are actually fake? Well, who cares? They were cheap. Were they, though? Anyway, whatever. Still trying to sell some. And anyway, my brain's starting to be too fat. Okay, now I'm at 215, and I'd like to be. I was at 164 for a while, and I hated it. I wanted to be 158 because I was at 158 for a while before that. What? 158 divided by 2.2. Wait, no. 158. 158 divided by 2.2 is 72. Yeah, that was a great weight for me. I was like, if I can stay here forever, I wanted to be 150. And I wanted to be 140. You know what I mean? You want to be less than you are. But now, times 2. What? No, that's crazy. So that was 72 kilograms. Actually, you know what? 72 minus 98. So I would have to lose times 2. I do this a lot. Fuck. Whoa, wait. I gained 60 pounds? Oh, you kidding me? Actually, I haven't. Whoa, that's crazy. Hold on, damn. I can do this all day. Yeah, 158, I stayed there for a while, but I have been less than that. But I was like, fasting or whatever. That's like cheating, kind of. But 158 was the weight that I was, and I was like, wow, I'm heavy. And then at 164, I was like, I would like to be less than this and go back to 150 something. You always want what you don't have, but when you have it, you don't maybe necessarily appreciate it. I was like, it would be nice. By the way, I didn't come here to talk about this. Let me go pee. And I was like, it would be nice to lose some of this weight and go back to 158, but I just couldn't go back to 158. I ended up going up 170, 172, and I stuck at 172. And you know what? I loved my body at 172. I was like, you know what? I was so content. I loved my life. I felt great. And I fit into clothes. I was like, what is happening? At 172 pounds, which is 172 divided by 2.2 kilograms, 78 kilograms. Then I went up to 85 kilograms. I didn't even realize 187 minus 172. The way I went to bed. I woke up 172, right? And drove to the desert. Went to sleep in the desert. Woke up 189 in the desert. Just like that. Like basically, it took me 3 hours to gain this weight. And I was so confused. I was like, I kept weighing myself all over the house. So maybe the whole time, I don't know, it's so weird to me, it's a mystery. I don't want to spend too much time on that because I already did. And then I was like, okay, let's try to go down from that. And then I just kept going up. And the more upper I went, I was like, nah, I'm going to go back. I mean, how hard can it be? Maybe I need to adjust. Maybe it's the temperature. Maybe it's the weather. Maybe it's what I'm eating. So I started eating. I did something drastic, like I did when I went vegan, because I wanted to go to look like a skinny, underweight, unhealthy vegan. I was like, all right, let's go vegan. No, I did something drastic again by wanting to go meat only. I was like, first of all, it's a good way to cheat because I'm gonna first lose all the water weight from carbs. Then, and I did lost like 6 pounds in a few days. And then I just kept gaining. That game has not stopped. To the point of, damn it. I wanted to soak some tea bags, but I don't know which, I can't think of whether I'm going to have more black tea again today, or do I want to do the decaf herbal tea. Oh my gosh, after 9. Because I get distracted and I forget like the important things that I was doing. So yeah, I was like, all right, let's my God, my brain's questioning everything now. What the fuck? I'm really lacking overall. I have so many things that are like, wow, I can't believe I have this. I can't believe I got this for so cheap. I can't believe I got this for free. That kind of thing. It's just nice. Whenever I think about my mechanic, my heart palpitates. I just looked at the money now that I set aside to pay him. I don't want to text him and remind him, but at the same time, he only has this week. After this, I'm going to have to go to his house and pick up my stuff. Oh yeah, then that's a solution. But it's much easier and less stressful if I hear from him and he takes care of this thing that's been lingering for more than 3 months, and then it's done. So yeah, I was like, okay. And we just kept going up. So 85 kilograms, 95 kilograms. When did I go to Mexico for the first time? Not last year. Year before last, I went to Mexico for the first time. And on my way, and it was for my birthday. So I remember weighing myself and being like 84 point something and coming back like 87. And I was like, I'm going to lose it. It's just traveling. It's this, it's that, periods, it's whatever. Then, I'm feeling like indigestion-y. I just had coconut flour, bread, bacon, like a slice of bacon basically, deeply fried, coconut flour, 2 tablespoons, and a tablespoon of flaxseed flour. It's like a feeling you would get after eating bread, but it's not really bread, I guess. And whenever I have these feelings that remind me of before my major weight loss, it bums me out because it makes me feel like, am I back in that life again? Is that the new normal? I don't want it to be the new normal. But I have to remind myself that it's not the new normal. It's not going to be the new normal, especially because I've always never given up on my weight. Always, even at times that I did, I would still go back, take a break, go back. But this time I haven't even really taken a break. Anyway, I can list numerous excuses like hypothyroid, midlife crisis, that kind of thing as to why I'm heavier now. But I decided to grab the bull by its horns, and no matter what, I'm gonna be skinny again. That's what we're doing now. I'm going to be skinny. I'm not gonna die fat. Sorry. Even though people are not gonna carry me into my grave because I want to be rolled up and smoked when I die, I still want to be skinny, and I'm going to. That's the legacy I want to leave behind. It's my life's work to be skinny. That's probably bad and not good, but right now that's how I feel. Maybe we'll work on that in the future and blah blah blah, but that's how I feel today. Now, and I hope I stay motivated and excited, because I'm looking forward to such things as wearing a bikini. I'm looking forward to such things as not telling, and this time I don't want to tell anybody that I am fully back on the wagon. I want the compliments to come out of nowhere, like, oh my gosh, you look great. I want that. But you know what? I'm so proud of everybody to think that I gained 60 pounds and nobody has said to me, hey, you fat. Nobody has said anything negative about my weight. Nobody. I'm shocked. It's a new day, folks. And I'm so thankful for that. And I'm so proud of everybody, including strangers on the internet. So, yeah, I'm thinking of not telling anybody and just taking photos and just living my life that I always do, and let them feel like I can't wait for somebody to be like, oh my gosh, wow, you know, which would be great. But whether they do or they don't, of course, I'm gonna know that I've lost weight because I know these things and I weigh myself every day. Also, I'm so proud of myself, by the way. I keep my house so clean, like the kitchen. If you can see it now, it looks so great. I don't know what to fit in here. I am just trying to edit certain things out, so bear with me. And I think this is it. And that was yesterday morning. The birds are chirping outside. Summer is here, baby. Then so yesterday I worked out 1 mile on the treadmill, and I was tired, and it was like 9 p.m. And I was like, nope, I'm going to do it. It's going to be a great way to end a great productive day. I did my taxes, took me 5 hours plus to do my taxes myself. And I did them better than I did them the year before. And I'm very proud of myself, and I feel good about it. I was nervous going in. I was like, oh my God, they're going to want to audit me, whatever. I don't feel that way at all. I feel great. I feel confident. I really went in there and I did the thing that needed to be done, and I'm proud of it. And let's send offers to people. How much is this going to be? 10. Let's give them 10% off. Who cares? Even 15, actually. Let me see if I give them 15%. No, that's too much. Give me a break. I don't deserve it. Okay. Hopefully somebody buys. Fuck. Let's log on. I'm getting ready now to... Yeah. I want to work on making a little bit more money so that I can start putting money into savings. The fact that it's mid-March and I haven't put aside any money towards my savings account is concerning. In fact, I did borrow $250 from there that I haven't returned yet, so that's even more concerning. So we need to work on that. Oh, let me see. What's a good wage percentage to save every month? What's the average? Sorry, I'm talking to Chat GPT. Aim to save at least 20% of your monthly income. 20% of the budget that I've set aside is not going to be a lot because the budget is low. But at the same time, damn. The average saving rate of 38% is key for everyone to try and shoot for. What? Now you're telling me 40%? What percentage of your income do you have? Do you save monthly? Damn. There's another rabbit hole I'm about to go into. Henry Finance. Who the hell is Henry? I'm kind of like living a retired life. So at this point, this is not the point where you're building your savings. It's the point where you use some of your savings. But I'm not at that point, that part yet. So the best I can do now to balance things out is to not touch my savings. Best if I save, if I save less than I used to, or don't use my savings, that kind of thing. Anyway, so I did my taxes yesterday, and I worked out, and I did my best to stick to my calories. Could have done a better job, but not too bad. So today I'm definitely going to make up on the part of my calories. I'm going to. And then right now I don't feel super tired that I won't work out, but I don't know how I'm going to feel in the future. I want to go for a walk where I drop off the 50 cents that I owe a lady. So maybe that'll be my exercise. Well, if I do go, it's going to be my exercise today. And I'm going to feel great because it's like multitasking. And I'm going to listen to an audiobook on my way there and back. So that's why it's always like great to go for a walk outside, because you get to do that as well. And you got to be outside. So if I check that off my list, that'll be an awesome thing to check off. And I also contributed towards my IRA yesterday. It was the last day for 2023. I put more than 2,000 in there, and it's a fraction. But it would be nice to max it out. That was my goal, to always max it out. But things are different now, like I said, with regards to savings and whatever, my budget. I just want to get to the point of saving some money and contributing towards my retirement. I have thought of taking out 10,000, maybe 5,000, but maybe 10,000, and splitting it 2 to 3 ways and contribute and do like passive income things with it. So maybe if I bought a couple of cars with 5,000 and resell them, that's a big undertaking, because I don't even know where to begin. It's such a big undertaking. I don't know anything about cars. What if I'm sitting here with a car? And another one, but it's a risk. It's business, entrepreneurship. And another 5,000 if I bought a distressed property from auction, another huge undertaking, and resell it for more. So I was thinking about that. I don't know if I'm going to end up thinking of other ways. And maybe also maybe I am kind of ready. I don't know. I can also start doing the play money thing that I used to do with stocks, to be very careful. But I'll play with a little bit of money, just like a couple hundreds, and be very careful, not put more than that, and just flip a couple stocks and see how that goes. Maybe I'll do that. We'll see. So yeah, anyway, let me get off this now. I talked for 30 minutes.